Hi, it's Nakia from No Judgment Zone. Let it out. So yeah, today's a busy day. I got a lot of things going on, and God keeps telling me that I need to keep coming back on here. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about how you can't keep a person with a baby. You can't force a person to stay with you because of a child. One, it's not healthy for that child. If you think that you're going to be in a relationship with a person or force a person to stay in a relationship with you because of a child, you're sadly mistaken. You're raising that child in a family that is false. You want this child to see that the two of you are unhappy and that you're just living just for the hell of it. Like, let's understand this. This has been going on for centuries. You're not new to this. You're not the first person to try to trap someone with a child. You won't be the last. But what I do have to tell everybody today is that that's not the way to do things. It really isn't the way to do things. If a person doesn't want to be with you, you can't force them to be with you. If a person wants to walk away, you cannot force them to stay with you. Do you understand me? Life is short. There's a billion people out here that you can choose from. People that you don't have to manipulate. People you don't have to do magic on. People that are actually going to love you for you. I want somebody to love me for me. I'm not putting any magic on anyone. I don't care to have someone so that way I could keep them for myself because I have a child. Like, let me tell everybody something. I got married and my husband and we had a kid. It was my second child, and we didn't get along. We didn't get along at all. It was disgusting. I love him to death, but he and I did not do well as a married couple. It was terrible. He was a different person after I married him. He showed me a side of him that scared me. It really scared me. It made me worry about myself, my life. It made me worry about my kids. And I didn't want them to see that's the way life is supposed to be. Although what he did do is he raised the girls to know that this is how a man's supposed to treat a woman. And I mean, like, in a good way. But when he was out of his self and a different person, he never said anything to the girls. He always let them see who he was, but later on, when he realized what he did, he would apologize. But he never once told them that that was the way a man was supposed to be with a woman. He never once told them that. He apologized for his behavior. So I gave him that. When we decided to get divorced, I didn't want to get divorced because I didn't get married to get divorced. But I knew it wasn't a healthy situation for me. So I did it. I'm the one that went for the divorce. I got my divorce. He signed for it. We decided that we weren't going to leave anything in the hands of the courts when it came to the kids. We worked out everything ourselves. Now, for 8 months after we got divorced, I did not speak to him. I didn't want to see him at all. When he would come and pick up the kids, they would open the door and he would spend his time with them, and that would be that, and I would stay up in my room. And then on the 8th month, after I released my pain and my anger from the fact that he put me in a position where I got married, he knew I did not want to get divorced, I said to him, "You've never done anything that you're supposed to for us. And I don't care if we're not together, but what you're going to do is you're going to take care of these kids, and we're going to do it together, and they're going to see that we can cooperate with each other, we can be adults with each other." And that's what we did. That is what we did. We co-parented. We were best of friends. We literally had a better relationship as friends, co-parenting to raise our 2 girls than when we were married. But I didn't have to do black magic on him. I didn't have to go and get a hex on him. I did not have to pay anybody to threaten his life. I did not have to do those things. I spoke to him as an adult. I told him I wasn't happy and this is what we're going to do. And he realized his wrong. And he agreed that we were going to co-parent. And we did a hell of a job co-parenting until God took him. So when you people out here think that you're going to put black magic on a person, put a hex on a person because you want to keep them, or you want to go and do sex magic, or you want to go and you want to get yourself pregnant so you can try to keep the person, or you want to go and impregnate a woman so you could keep her, that's not going to keep the person, guys. All you're going to do is build up an anger in that person that you're not going to be able to handle. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with that person. If it isn't working, it just isn't working. But you can't hold on to things that's not working. When is it working? That means it wasn't destined for you. It's not part of your journey. Understand that. We live in a world where there's so much crime, so much things going on. And the things that we can avoid, let's try to avoid. And that would be starting with not trying to get yourself knocked up so you could keep somebody. Not trying to knock somebody up so you could try to keep somebody. Not trying to use magic on someone so you can keep them. I say this from the bottom of my heart that we need to wake up and realize that the things that are going on in this world should not be going on. And it needs to stop. And it needs to stop today. People have free will. They should live as they choose to live. Not being forced, not being manipulated, not being threatened, but live the way that they choose to live. In peace, in happiness, in harmony. Just live your life without someone else telling you how to move. This is Nakia from No Judgment Zone. Let it out. I'd really appreciate it if everybody shared this post, repost it, give me a follow, because this has to get out. Enough is enough with this. This has gone on for long enough. You cannot keep a person against their will. Have a blessed Sunday, everyone. Once again, this is Nakia from No Judgment Zone. Let it out. I love you all. My tone has changed on this video, but it's because it's frustration. It's very frustrating to know that people are doing this and they think it's right when it's not. It really isn't. And God doesn't see us to be doing the right thing down here. So let's correct ourselves. Let's do the right thing. Let's let each other have their own free will. Live freely and be blessed and safe. I love you guys. And like I said, this is Nakia from No Judgment Zone. Let it out. And if I have to come back and he sends me back, then I'll be back. But for now, I'm saying have a blessed Sunday.